So, Avatar Studios, among the other projects they are working on, they are definitely about to release Seven Havens soon, like we're all aware of that, right? Well, I have a huge gripe with one thing that I believe has been confirmed. Essentially, that Avatar Korra is the sole reason that the four nations have been destroyed, and that there is like a I Hate Korra Day in the show. I feel like the producers and the writers at this point are just doubling down on the fact that Korra was a terrible avatar, which is very contradictory to even how the original writers of the show proposed Korra. No one ever portrayed Korra as a perfect avatar. They portrayed her as a human avatar, someone who went through various traumas. Someone who had to learn how to get up again and again and again in the midst of adversity when everything was going wrong, and her life got completely torn apart and torn asunder to try again. Korra, throughout the show, has gone through many critical points of trauma. Obviously, she had her entire soul ripped out of her by Unlog. Then, with Sahir, she went through absolute torment and torture and had to go through an entire healing arc where she had to find herself and realize her role as an avatar. And that's the thing. Throughout the entire series, she is constantly trying to figure out, how does the avatar function in modern day? Because in modern day society, right, in Republic City, it's not as clear cut for her as it was for Aang. In Aang, there was no advanced technology. There was nothing that really stood in the way. There were no major political sides or major political adversaries, and politics just wasn't at play at Aang's time as tenure as an avatar. But during Korra's tenure as Avatar, the world was so different. Modern technology was starting to sweep the nation. Then we had geopolitical wars and geographical political affairs.
You're on the wrong side of this fight, Avatar! That gold belongs to the people, not the Queen!
Why do I get the feeling he's right?
We have so many more things at play when Korra is an Avatar, and Republic City as a whole doesn't even respect Avatar Korra as the Avatar. They look more so to the politicians of the time than they did to her.
You're Toph's daughter!
What of it?
Well then, why are you treating me like a criminal?
So she is the first Avatar that is in a modern world and trying to figure out her place. And I feel like through doubling down and through making Korra seem like she is just the absolute worst avatar to exist, that is doing her injustice. And if anything, that is just reigniting the cycle of abuse that Korra as an avatar has faced. And it takes away from her growth as a character, because her character shows the reality of what happens when trauma hits and you have to either get up or let it eat you alive. But even if you let it eat you alive, there's still hope, because you can still rise and face it head on and truly heal.